as for the winter arc, I'm doing a whole YouTube video about this. Obviously, this is like a podcast about it, but in the video, I'm going to do some tips and tricks. What I would say, though, overall, is to set your goals and to just look at your life and your day-to-day and just kind of feel out where there's maybe a lack of balance, or just where you kind of need to smooth out or like tweak so that your results can be more optimal. For example, if you're like, I really want to start waking up earlier, you could start by looking at your daily habits and being like, okay, like I do tend to scroll a lot at night, so maybe I'm just going to try, reading before bed, or like at least watching a show or like long form content before bed instead of just scrolling on TikTok. I have just been trying things for like a week at a time. So like this week, I'm going to try to not watch The Sopranos. I am doing Sober October though, so that was like one of my big goals for the month. But yeah, once you set a small short-term goal, like it could literally be, okay, this week, not even for the full month, but this week I'm gonna read before bed instead of scrolling on my phone. Maybe it'll be like, okay, kind of more difficult than you thought. Maybe it will be easier than you thought, but just kind of setting yourself to something, especially now, well, again, we still have time before New Year's. It will get you in the habit of setting a goal, working at it, achieving it. And something else I did is I made a list of goals that I want to accomplish before New Year's, and they're all very action-based. I feel like a lot of the times when I would make goals before, it would be like, get to this amount of subscribers, like something like that. It's kind of out of my control to an extent, and it is kind of limiting. So I made these goals, at least specifically the goals for the new year, when we have this limited amount of time, that are things I can like do, So, for example, it would be something like, I really want to get this ebook out. And that's something I can do. I have a new merch design coming out. So, like, that's one of the goals. Like, get that out. And I want to do this little photo shoot for it. And all of the goals that I set are going to help me, I guess, make goals for 2025 when the time comes. There are things that are buildable, and then also just kind of create the ambiance, that you want when it comes to like building goals. Like, okay, I'm going to start with a small goal, and then from that build onto a bigger one, etc. Like, for example, instead of being like, I want to lose this much amount of weight before 2025, you could just be like, I want to work out this many times per week. Instead of having the end result being your goal, the habit is your goal, so that you're going to start 2025 with the habits and the mindset, and I feel like this is sometimes healthier. Obviously, sometimes we need like a concrete goal of, I want to lose this much weight, or like, I want to get my views up by this much percentage. For me, at least, doing it this way before New Year's just makes a lot of sense in building that foundation of confidence and of success and like the luck mindset of like, I can achieve this, because the goals are more so habits and again buildable things than like the end all be all result. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, you don't want to set a goal right before New Year's and like fail. You're gonna have a bad attitude setting your goals for 2025. Like, I can't even achieve anything, why try? So set yourself up for success by setting yourself up for success. So let me know your thoughts on any of that. Believing in yourself is just key, because nothing in this life is permanent, and actually this book, The Law of Attraction, said something that really stood out to me. I don't think I even marked the quote. Nothing in life is inevitable except death and taxes, LOL. And often when we're stressing about something, whether it's a goal or just something in our lives, we always think of all the potential things that could go wrong. But the thing about life is there are always so many good things that could happen too. And like, you just never know when life is going to give you some opportunities. And like, that is sprinkled in there. I would say even more so than bad things. Because usually when there's stresses, like, most of the stress just comes from our mind of stressing about it or having anxiety about it. So it's like, babes, if you align yourself with the frequency of luck, optimism, things are working out for me, you're going to see all the good things that are in store for you. And this is also a really important mindset to get into, because it's just like, first of all, it's proven scientifically. And then also it's like, what a better use of energy, especially for us anxious prone girlies, like we need to chill out.